Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody's having a great day. Today, let's talk about ELD and hours of service. Now, look, I understand completely that the government wants us to have ELD so they can track every move we make, every mile we turn without fail. That way, they get as much as they can and they can put their finger on our heads and know what we're doing at all times. That's part of it. You know, this is the new age. We got electronics everywhere. We got cameras everywhere, driver facing, outward facing. Got them on rear view mirrors. We've even got trucks out there without outside mirrors. They got video cameras out there and a monitor inside the truck. I think that's a little insane, but hey, it's change and we're all able to do a little change, I reckon. But you know, the ELD is fine. I can deal with that, no biggie. It's the hours of service that give me trouble. Because the people that made up those rules, a good portion of them have never spent long hours trucking, many weeks trucking. First and foremost, I would like to say that the 70-hour rule is stupid, ignorant, crazy. What I did 7 days ago has no bearing on what I'm doing today. And anybody that tries to tell me different, I'll call them flat out stupid. Disagree with me, fight me, I don't care. That's my opinion, and I'm allowed my opinion in the United States of America. One nation under God. Now, the second rule that I find stupid is a 10-hour mandatory sleeper. I haven't slept 10 hours in I don't know how long. So basically, it's wasting my time. 8 hours is the maximum for a sleep break. Maximum. I don't know anybody that works for a living that gets a solid 8 hours sleep. Don't know them. They ain't never. I did when I was young and I had a normal schedule, but trucking is nothing but abnormal. 8 hours in the sleeper should be plenty, and that time in the sleeper should be split any which way we want it. 1 and 7, 4 and 4, 3 and 5, whatever. We should be able to split that period ever how we need it to make it work. But forcing a 10-hour where we're sitting in the driver's seat ready to go after 8 hours. You know, as long as I get 6 hours sleep, I'm good to go. And everybody's body's different. To mandate that I wait 4 more hours before I can move my truck will in turn make me tireder. It's impossible to really find the right combination for everybody, but forcing me to wait 10 hours sitting at a truck stop when I could safely be out there making money is ridiculous. And that shows you that it's people that's never made enough miles behind a truck, trying to make their schedules work, trying to drop a load, pick up a load. Look, I was out there today. I had to wait 7 hours at a shipper. Actually 6.5, but I decided to sit on my butt for an extra 30 just so I could get the split sleeper activated. Now, that's pretty ridiculous that the shippers can do that to us. And the receivers can do that to us. But it makes it even harder when we have to deal with the hours of service being so backwards. Like I said, I've been running off the 70-hour recaps. I might get 8 hours, I might get 10 hours. I have to be real careful what I get. It cost me money this week just because I wasn't able to get to 34. I was able to get 24. 24 hours off is plenty. But the 70-hour rule didn't say it was. You gotta have 34. What I did 7 days ago don't got nothing to do with what I'm doing today. I can rant about it all day long, and countless other drivers have ranted about it all day long. I just felt like doing a video on it because it's been a little while since I ranted about it. Now, the split sleeper does help out a lot. It could be better. I mean, we should be able to split it any which way we want to. You know, 4 and 6. You know, whatever we need to do, we should be able to do it. But 7 and 3 and 8 and 2 is doable. It's better than it was. And when they changed the 30-minute to where we could do it on duty or off duty, that helped a lot. That's still a little overbearing in my opinion, because we are supposed to be grown men and women out here on the truck. And this personal conveyance stuff, any more vagueness and I couldn't stand it. I know drivers that are out there using it to get back in, and they're running 3 and 4 hours on personal conveyance. They're not even using it for what it was meant to be used for. But what's crazy is I could run personal conveyance back to a truck stop close to my house for food or entertainment. But I could not run it back to my house because that would be considered on duty. I just can't even. I mean, it's insane. If you're going to allow personal conveyance, by golly, allow it to the house. You can't get no more personal than going home. Put some guidelines on it. 50 miles, 100 miles, 200 miles. You got to put some guidelines on this so they can enforce it the proper way. I don't use it unless I absolutely have to in order to leave a shipper or receiver and go and find somewhere else to park, because some of them are really mean about letting us stay and finish our break at the shippers and receivers, which some of them have good reason because they don't have room. But the ones that do have room and still won't let you, there's no excuse in that. No excuse whatsoever, in my humble opinion. But personal conveyance definitely needs some adjustments and some clearer guidelines, because some of the stories I'm hearing from some of the drivers that use it all the time, and the cops are looking at it and they're okay with it. But I guarantee you, if they go into a eastern state or a far west state, they're not going to be okay with it, because they're a little more strict, a little more stringent on their rule definitions. I know it's kind of a rant, but hours of service are important because they cost me money. And in a time period when fuel's high and rates are down, please, Lord, give me all the tools I can to make as much money as I can. When we're chasing rates the way we are, we need to have a little more flexibility in the hours of service. Now look, if we were getting $5 or $10 a mile, hey, we'll figure it out, you know, hours of service are fine. But right now, we're talking $1.50, $1.60, $1.70 a mile drive-in freight. It's hard to do anything with that. So you're having to squeeze out every minute you can. We're running 3,000 miles a week just trying to pay bills. We're not even getting rich, you know? You run 3,000 miles, you expect to be putting some extra money in the bank account, feeling like you big dogging, like you can buy a new car. Anyway, that's all for today. God bless. Catch you on the next ride.